everybody. Thank you so much for coming on board. I am super excited. It is Wednesday. Yes, hump day, right? I am wanting just to yet again come on Facebook Live to just talk about what I've been talking about for the past month. How to keep motivated and execute your 2019 goals, right? Thank you so much, y'all, for coming on board. Thank you. Please share and invite. Hey, how y'all doing? Oh my goodness, y'all is all coming on board. Hello, Nicole. Oh my goodness, I miss you, Nicole. And your videos lately have been so inspirational. Thank you so much for just sharing, just your whole Floriding, and going about what retirement is going to look like. So thank you so much for sharing. Hello, KV Banks. How you doing, my lifeliner? I was just talking about you today, too, KV Banks. I was just telling how wonderful you have been doing with your business. I know you have an open house coming up. I am just so super proud of you. It's just such a blessing just to see you take your business to that next level. Oh my goodness. Hey, Auntie, how you doing? Hello, hold on, y'all going so fast. Hello, Mr. Senior, how are you? Hey, LaQuisha, how are you? Javon, thank you so much for joining. Jared, my nephew, get it, boy. You've been getting it, going, running. You've been I love how you take care of your daughter. You're just an awesome father to your daughter. I just love that. Thank you for continuing to share with your connections, with your circle on what it looks like to be a Black man and a father. I love it. Hello, Mr. Dennis. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Michael Marshall. How are you? Mr. Motor City Match himself. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Miss Anita, that's another lifeliner. Thank you so much for joining. And we're about to go to Bangkok. Woo, woo. We got 2 weeks. We are about to be in Bangkok. I'm excited. I'm like, it's just going to be phenomenal. Be able to say we're actual international speakers. I mean, like, that is phenomenal. So I'm really excited about that. Oh, KV Banks. Hey, Chantel, how are you? Girl, how are you? Thank you so much for continuing to pray, Chantel, for all of us. Thank you for, connecting. I've been looking at just your inspirational messaging and just, sharing with the word of God that God has given to you. So thank you so much for sharing that. You better not cry, KV Banks. You've been awesome. I mean, God has really just been blessing you, KV Banks. And it's just such a pleasure to say that I am connected to you. I call it an honor to say that I know you and I'm connected to you. Hello, how are you? Hengrisna, I hope I said that right. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, Dr. Grace, the best doctor in Michigan. Woo! Boy, if you need when I tell you Dr. Grace has this program that is truly it's a concierge service and she takes care of you. If you think you balling, that's how you know you balling, when you're able to have a concierge service. Have a doctor pull up on you and take care of you right there on the spot. So, but thank you so much, Dr. Grace, just being a woman of God, just showing us, what that looks like, a woman of excellence, of elegance, and I just appreciate you. Dr. Grace does Medical Mondays every Monday, so make certain that you connect with her. Click on her name right now, and just like her Medical Monday page, and make certain that you subscribe to her Medical Monday Facebook Lives, because she gives you a whole host of information. And she's just fantastic. So I just love her. Hello, Lifeliner Raquel. That's what I'm talking about. That's my girl, too. I love you. Thank you so much for just being the woman that you are, being able to share our stories. She has a fantastic program that is on the Motor City Women podcasting network. So you could connect on her page. Make certain you click on her page and connect with her podcast she has. And she's sharing so much information, especially for the African American community, and letting us know truly what is going on with everything. I mean, I just love her. I love what she's doing, and she's able to just connect with it. Yes, Rocky Reality. So make certain you like her page, go on, listen, and just promote her. And what I love is that she also promotes everybody else. So it's just not about her. She's a giver. She's not selfish when it just comes to about just me. She wants everybody to win, and she allows her platform to speak that, you know, something that we learn in the ministry that we go to. Whoever has the mic has the power. And Rocky Reality, Rocky has the mic and she has the power, and she's sharing her mic with others. So make certain that you connect with her. Hey Shamilia, hey girl, how are you, Miss Willis? I swear I'm getting all kind of people on here. I'm so excited. This is another woman of God. I just be, you know, just looking at her Facebook page, and I'm just admiring. Again, make certain that you follow her on her Facebook page. She gives such inspiration to you throughout the day. She is walking with giants, and she's allowing us to get the nuggets that she's learning as she's traveling with these giants and learning from these giants. Very wise beyond her years, and we just thank God for her. I'm just glad that you joined in. Thank you so much. And she was the first person I bought some weed from and got my hair. So that's another whole entire story, but I just thank God for her. Hey, Miss Nina, how are you? Again, another woman of God. I not only honor you, I am so thankful that you're showing us an example of what real motherhood looks like. And so continue to do what you're doing. I just want you to know that I really look up to you in regards of what you're doing. Hello, Miss Essie. How are you? Hey, Gwendolyn, how are you? Oh my goodness. I think Gwendolyn got y'all got to connect. I swear these are some women of God here. Gwendolyn has a new reality show. Oh, y'all don't think that I be watching Facebook, but baby, I do. Miss Gwendolyn has a new reality show that's going to be actually taped in Atlanta, so connect with her, click on her. She has a fantastic reality show where she's going to be the judge and being able to help you through a process, and allowing her law background and her life coaching background to connect and be able to help you take your whole entire life to another level. So make certain that you connect with her, like her page, go on there and follow her so that you can, and if you're interested, make certain that you connect with her, go down there and be on her television show, okay? Oh, thank you. Hey, Miss Brianna. Hey, Miss Anderson, how are you? Thank you so much for connecting. I am, look, if you need some help with credit, this is the girl to connect with. Make certain that you go on her page, like her page. You need some help with your credit, not just because there's a lot of folks right now that's doing credit. I feel like I'm doing like a infomercial for everybody, but I'm so like, I love what everybody is doing, and it's just such a blessing. And I feel like if we all connect in the circle, we all win. So look, make certain that you connect with her. She not only helps you with your credit, but she also connects you with individuals to provide you trade lines, and they're legal, they're up on the up and up, everything, okay? And she allows you to get the your credit score to the level that you need in order for you to make purchases that you are longing to make. So if you're looking for a house, you're looking to purchase a house, a car, anything, connect with her so that she can get your score up. So many people done jumped on. Hello, Mr. Brent. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Hey, Tressa, how are you? Tressa, this is another woman that is doing some phenomenal things. Tressa right now has a company that helps with PR, but also she has a another company that is helping with the issue of bullying. There's a lot of people, a lot of our children are dying, are committing suicide because of issues that are that they're going through in their life. And so Tressa has these shoestrings, and she is actually connecting and providing hope to our children and adults, and using her shoestring. It's light up shoestrings that she is using these proceeds to push the efforts of getting the messaging out that no child is not loved. Like, every child is loved, every child is cared for, and we want to make certain that we support her. So go on her page, like her page, follow her, so that you're able to support her as well. Hello, Detroit Realist. That's my dude. If anybody follows me, you know when I say it's my dude, you know who that is. So I love my dude. He's my number one dude, and I appreciate the man that that God is using to turn him into. And I am just mega proud of the accomplishments that he is doing. He's just been grinding. When I tell you he's been grinding, I was like wondering, like, hey, are you Jamaican or what? Like, dude, you working from sun up to sundown. He's making some major decisions in his life. I'm just proud of him and what he's doing. So I just wanted to give him a shout out too. Hey, Lenny, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. Okay. You know what? So I read somebody's somebody's Facebook page, and they were like, "Ooh, I don't like when people go on and shout out everybody. Just say what you're gonna say. Don't be fixing your hair." I've been fixing my hair because you see I got these things. I was trying to do something natural in my hair. Y'all pray for my hair. And I was like, well, that's the connection, that people have with someone who's doing a live, where it's just not like watching TV, but you actually connected with the person that, that is giving some tips or giving some feedback, and you see them in their natural life, and you see them in real life. So no makeup, hair, whatever, we working on it. But I still wanted to make certain that, you got the information. So, hey, look, I'm here, I'm who I am, and I'm loving it. Okay. I'm just loving it. So, okay. We're going to get right into it. How are we going to stay motivated while executing our goals for 2019? That is what we're talking about. I've been talking about this for the past month now. It's something heavy on my heart because I don't want 2019 to be like 2018, 2017, 2016. Like, I don't want that. And so it's about executing this process, right? If you have tuned in, I've been coming on live every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. You can go back into the feed and look at last week's and the week before and so on and so forth to really kind of understand what we've been talking about in regards of creating a true ritual. Okay, this is just not something that we're doing this month and maybe not next month, and I don't know if I want to continue. This is something that's going to be a part of us. So we're creating rituals, that we're able to live by, that become habits, that we're able to execute our goals at hand. Okay, so I've been just breathing, sleeping, eating this, and what really was a confirmation about what we're talking about is Sebastian. That's my second dude number 2. Sebastian was at school, and when he came home, we were going through his agenda, and in his agenda, he has all the homework written down, exactly which subject that homework needs to be performed, and then he numbered of importance what needs to be done first, second, third, fourth, so on and so forth. I told him, I said, dude, I just started doing this and I'm 39. Like January, that I just started doing this same system. And here he is, he's 12 years old, and he's now learning this. So how is he going to be when he's my age with, completing, executing goals, being able to be on task, understanding what needs to be done today so that he can get towards the task of finishing XYZ, right? So it was phenomenal to see what he's learning now at 12 years old. And here I am, I'm talking about the same system to you via Facebook as well. And, as you continue to stream this on any other streaming platforms, but here I am, I'm doing the same thing and learning it and breathing it and eating it. And so I want to just really kind of get into it. I want to get into it because, we really, talked about, how to understand what our goals. So just kind of going back on some of the information that we talked about before, really identifying what your big goals are. So just to recap, understanding which areas. A lot of times what we do is we just talk about, like, oh, I want to lose weight, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. I want to travel more. But we kind of just group all of our goals in one area versus breaking the goals out via, different headings in regards of what's important in our life. So if you have a spiritual goal, if you have a physical goal, I have an emotional goal. For my emotional goal, I'm not allowing myself to get upset. I'm not allowing myself to, go up high and then go down low and then go back high. Like, I'm not allowing myself to do that. I'm keeping even keeled. I'm keeping it very steady. It doesn't matter what comes about. I'm going to keep an even keel with my emotions. So I have an emotional goal. You can have marital goals. You can have parenting goals. You can have hobby goals or recreational goals. You can have business goals or career goals. Every goal should be in a different heading. And then you can choose one or two goals for each one of the headings. So now you have an understanding of where my goal belongs versus just grouping all the goals together. And then from that point, as you understand where your goals are at, depending on the heading that you have, then you can create a strategy for that goal. And then once you create that strategy for that goal, then you can turn around and create tasks to implement the strategy that will take you to the goal. Okay, you got it? So you with me? And so how do you, so the question is, how then do you break down your smaller goals, the tasks that are associated with the goals that you need to accomplish? You need to make certain that you break those goals down into a strategy that then you can iron out tasks. So what task that needs to be done? So giving you an example. So I talked to you about Dr. Grace, right? Dr. Grace is my doctor. Well, I was telling her I was kind of going through some things as far as my emotional health. And so what she recommended was, on my phone under reminder, I need to set reminders that will alarm throughout the day. As those reminders alarm through the day, it's keeping me on an even keel. So regardless of what goes on in the day, whatever goes on at work, whatever emails comes up, whatever phone calls, none of that matters, because constantly I have all of these different reminders that pop up on my phone that I have to click on. I read it. I complete that reading, and then I keep it moving. So for me, they're scriptures. Some of them are affirmations. Some of them are things that allow me to remember. My husband's calling me. Some things that I can remember that I am, like, I know what I've gone through in my life. And so that for me is a testimony. It's a track record of what I've gone through in my life. So I know whatever that's happening today, I know that it's going to be good because of what my track record shows. There we go. I had to tell him, like, baby, I'm on Facebook Live. So, so when you're understanding what your goals are, you will understand, you will be able to really map out the tasks that are necessary, and you'll be able to create a strategy in order to accomplish that goal. And so now some big things have happened for me. For instance, we're just in February. I understand that. But hey, I've gotten some hard phone calls, hard emails that I really, last year I would have had a fit. But I'm really even killed. Why? Because I have these reminders that pop up. I have these scriptures that pop up. I have these certain things that pop up. I have a strategy to go about making certain that I'm emotionally calm. I'm emotionally stable, regardless of whatever that goes on. Another thing, another part of the strategy that I've created was also, making certain that certain things financially are set, so that then now I won't have a full breakdown because of XYZ. I'm just handling certain things better. So so what can you do? Let me pick up my phone. I want to show you something. What can you do to ensure that that your goals can be taken care of? So I'm just going to read you some of my reminders, and it's so hilarious because not only am I doing that for my emotional health, quote unquote, but think about this. I have a spiritual goal, which is connecting with God on a deeper level, reading more scriptures, praying more. Well, when I have my reminders that go off and they're scriptures, hey, I'm also accomplishing a goal that is underneath my spiritual heading. So some of these can be, you can hit several goals with one stone, which is fantastic to me because now you have a different mindset about it. You have a different strategy about it. And now you can see where it can actually fall under different headings versus, okay, I'm just going to pray more. Well, praying more for me and reading my word for me helps me with my emotional health. So it goes back and forth. You know what? Oh, wow. So Raquel just mentioned that she uses an app called Sprinkle of Jesus. I've heard of that. I've just been using my Bible app and taking scriptures out of that and putting it in my reminder. But that's a beautiful way of making certain that you're hitting your goal as far as reading the Word of God more, or just being able to connect with God if you have a spiritual goal of that sense. But there's another thing for you to think about. Some goals, you have to categorize the goal. You have a goal where it's more of a habit, or you have a goal that is more of a project. So when you have an understanding of which way that it goes, you have a better way of going about understanding what you're going to do and how you're going to create a strategy and break that strategy down into tasks. So if your goal, again, like my goal for emotional health is to read my reminders, fantastic. Well, guess what? That's more of a habit. It's not a project. And so now I understand, okay, if I just keep up this and I'm creating a new habit, that's a different goal versus a project, which can be something like finding new grants for my business, right? For my nonprofit. That's a project. Now with that, finding new grants for our nonprofit, now I'm able to create a strategy on how am I going to go about finding new grants, and then I create tasks to implement that strategy. And then with those tasks, I'm able to then now schedule those tasks in the first quarter. So what do I need to do in the first quarter in order for me to implement those strategies so that I can see the performance, I can see me inching to having new grants? You see how that works? So it's just, all it is about a strategy and breaking that strategy down into tasks. Now, the thing about task, I want you to understand when you're setting these goals and you're understanding what your strategy is about the goal and you're understanding the task, how can you make certain that your goals are smart? A lot of people talk about, oh, well, my goals are this or my goals are that, and we're very vague. But in order for you to really iron out a strategy and iron out your tasks that are needed in order to implement that strategy, you have to make certain that your goals are smart. So they have to be specific, they have to be measurable, they have to be attainable, they have to be relevant, and they have to be in a time frame. And so for me, okay, I want emotional health, and I want my emotional health to be at, my emotional goal is to not, feel anything, not get in a low, energy, not feel sad or, feeling concerned or being stressed or anything. And I want to know that I've accomplished this by June. Right? So now I've said exactly what I want. I have a measure, because what I'm saying is that I don't want to, be low in energy. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be upset. I'm not going to do it. So that's measurable, that I can say, okay, is she upset? Is she this? Is she that? And then is that obtainable? Yeah. That's something that I can obtain, is emotional health. And it's relevant because this is something that I have suffered with in the past, in several years, where I've allowed my emotions to run my life. I don't want to do that anymore. And what time frame do I want to see this to improve? So I want to see my emotional health improve by June. So that's a smart goal. Now, to show you the difference between a smart goal and not, I could just say, I want to be better with my emotions. I don't want to trip out on people. That's not really a goal. So you got to really narrow that down, really dig in deeper with it. And then work backwards. What I love is, okay, if June is what I want to see this accomplished, then now I work backwards from my date that I want to see this goal accomplished. I work backwards from that date, and I create milestones. I create the strategy backwards to see how I'm going to obtain the goal. And then when I see that, then I'm able to now create tasks. What are the tasks that I need to do? So like I told you, I have the reminders. Also, I'm saying yes to myself. Something that I learned just recently, your no's are not powerful. Your yeses are not powerful until you execute no's. And so I'm a yes girl. I say yes to people. I give in to what other people want and what other people need. I'm just being a little transparent here, right? And so if I'm a yes person and I say yes to a lot of people, well, guess what? That's not helping me, first and foremost. And then now my yeses are weak. So if I'm able to stand up for myself and say no when I want to say no, then my yeses are more potent. My yeses mean something. Because then when I say yes to someone, they know that that means that this is very important to me and I really want to do this. But that process and that system is actually helping me then now to have a better, feel better emotionally. And that then is yet another strategy for me to have a better emotional health by June. And so think about that. Again, what actions are required for you to reach your goal? If you have actions lined up, you're going to be more successful in reaching the goal that you really desire. For me, one of my goals was I was not going to not accomplish goals for 2019. And so I needed to create and implement a new system so I know that I'm going to obtain the goals and execute and receive the goals that I have, period and point blank. Also, when you look back on those tasks, I told you before, schedule the task. Everything in my entire being is scheduled. And I know that's crazy for some folks, but for me, that works. Okay, I have to have everything scheduled, and even my goals. So every call is scheduled, every task that I need to complete is scheduled, everything. I think I've said this in previous videos, but I want to repeat myself because it's so important. I have certain days to complete certain things. And so for me, every Wednesday and Thursday is the day that I actually meet with clients. So that's my day that I work in my business. Monday, Monday and Tuesday is those days that I actually work on my business. And then Fridays is a me day, as well as, anything residual that I need to go ahead and clean up. But it's important, especially for entrepreneurs, to be and even if you're not an entrepreneur, you have a 9-to-5 job, you need to make certain that you task, you're able to work on projects and that you're able to work in the project, or you're able to complete the task at hand, but then actually be able to brainstorm on new tasks. So it's all the same. We're all in the same boat, regardless if you're working for someone or if you're working for yourself. We're all in the same boat. If you don't manage your time is going to manage you. And that's how I felt like I've been living for several years. For instance, I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely tired of my phone going off whenever it wants to go off, and then I'm at its beck and call. So I turned off every single notification. I'm not notified when things pop up. I'm not notified on anything. I turned everything off because I realized and saw that every single time that something went off on my phone, I was opening it up. No, I'm the CEO of my life. I run my life. My phone does not. Phone calls do not. Emails do not. Text messages do not. I run it. And so I have a ritual in regards of my morning ritual, my workday morning ritual, my shutdown from work evening ritual, and then my evening at home ritual. And I do that for a reason, because then I know when I'm going to return emails, when I return phone calls. I know when it's time for me, to be able to connect to social media. I know when it's time for me to check this or check that. Because I noticed, again, going back to that emotional health, what was upsetting me in my emotions. Every single time this dang on phone ringing, every single time there's an email, it's a notification for this, it's a notification for that. It was driving me crazy. And I was like, no, I run my phone. I pay the bill. The phone don't run the bill, don't pay the bill. I pay this bill. Why am I allowing this phone to dictate what's going on with me? Like, I'm not about to do that. And so what I ended up doing, I turned off all of the notifications. I also signed up for it's a company called Unroll Me. So all of the spam, all of those things that you sign up for because you get these points, you get $10 off, all of that. It helps you all unsubscribe to a lot of those emails. And so I started to implement that thing. And then another thing that I love that I also have done is my phone is not the first thing that I open when I wake up. I had noticed the first thing I wake up, I'm reaching for my phone, opening it, scrolling, looking at emails. So I'm getting up, saying good morning to my husband, taking care of myself. I'm in the bathroom, I'm lounging around, and then I open up my phone, and then I look at emails, and I do my morning ritual. Yes, it's unroll me. UNROLL. Let me look at it right quick, because I could tell you really fast. UNROLL me. So unroll me. It's an app you can download, and you can put several email addresses in, and it helps you enroll yourself from a lot of things that you subscribe to. So I'm not looking at that stuff anymore. So but that's helping my emotional health because certain things I have, even though I still have a lot of emails. I was having a lot of emails in my inbox that it was just growing and growing and growing. That was disturbing me. That was kind of giving me like a little issue there. So that helped me. It allowed me to stay focused because, again, part of my emotional health is about staying focused on my goals. And so if I'm not able to stay focused on my goals and I'm all off everywhere else and I'm spending all this time on Facebook, on social media, doing this, doing that, I had to I had to clean out the clutter from everything. I also have my phone on silent. If you have iPhone, and I assume it's going to be also on Android, I have my phone on silent. And unless you're one of my, first and foremost, if you're not one of my, in my favorites, the phone will not ring. And then I was able to also, under like my husband and my sons, my dudes, under their name, I'm able to bypass silent, and their phone, when they call, my phone will actually ring. So then now my phone's just not ringing because I have a lot of people who have my cell phone number. I'm not going to change my number, and I'm not getting a second phone. I'm not doing other things like that. So the best way for me is to put my phone on silent. And so the people who I need to hear from immediately, those numbers will ring. You are in my favorite, Michael Marshall. You are under my favorites. See? Call me right now. I bet you'll ring. But anywho, I'm just not going to allow, how telemarketers call and this person who wants you to sign up for this call, or, I love my clients, but I have some clients who will call. I'm just not going to allow my phone again to dictate me. I'm going to dictate my phone. And so you have to take control of that. And all of that was for my emotional health. And so those were action steps that I was able to take immediately in order to take a grasp of it. So another thing I want you to understand is that you have to follow through. Now, you got to be true to yourself when it comes to setting goals. You have to know that money alone is not going to be enough to motivate you. But of course, we have to sustain ourselves. We have to make certain that we ourselves are actually doing well in life. But you cannot allow money to actually drag you out and allow it to push you and allow that to be your motivator for your goals. You have to allow your passion. You have to allow the love of what you do and other things to actually push your goals versus just allowing it all to be finance. And a lot of times we fail to meet our goal because it's all wrapped around money. And that's why having the different headings for your goals means so much, because then now you can have a goal for your marriage. You can have a goal for being a parent. You can have a goal for your spirituality walk. You can have a goal, for hobbies. I had to learn I don't have hobbies. And so if you're in the Detroit metro area, for instance, we're having a paint party at the business, at our office. We're having a paint party because it's not just about business anymore. I want to have fun. I want to do stuff. And I want, my friends, and I want my clients, and I want my team. I want all of us to enjoy ourselves, because it's not just about money. It's about having fun. And I noticed for myself, I wasn't doing things to have fun. So we're having a paint party. I think it's in the next couple of weeks. And we sent out Eventbrite to everybody, and it's on social media and everything. And I would love for you to come to my paint party because I just want to have fun. Guess what? That also falls underneath my goal for recreation, but it also falls under the goal for emotional health. So, see how sometimes some things that you end up doing will fall and hit several different categories, but it allows you to push it to the next level. So, come to my paint party, come have fun. Come let your hair down, or let your bald head, if you're a man, let it just be out. I don't care. Just be you, and let's paint, let's have fun, let's come together, and let's be together and just have fun together, versus it's always about business, or it's always about what I need to do with my company, what's next. It's always going. It's always about money. I need to get more money. What about money? Money. It's not about that. Money is gonna come. But if we really about having fun or doing other things, then we can start to focus on us, because guess what? When it goes, you're going to crash. But if you continue to put your oxygen mask on yourself, you keep doing the things that you love, finding new things that you would like to learn about, and, see if you like it. If you don't, fantastic. At least you tried. You can do it. Yes, my paint party information is on my page. It's on the Dr. Nicole Farmer page, as well as my personal page. So click on it. You can find it. It's paint party. We're going to have some fun. I can't wait. Like, when I tell you I'm so excited about this paint party, we're going to have a ball. And it's another goal of mine. So it kind of hit 3 goals. Actually, I had another goal, was to continue to support Lifeliners, continue to support clients that have supported me, right? And so it's a Lifeliner whose business is Hour that comes to you to have paint parties. We're using them to facilitate this paint party. So I got 3 wins right there, because it's hitting it all. So if you're in the area, connect with us. Look on my Facebook page. You should see the information for the Eventbrite for the paint party. I think it's $35. That gives you, we're going to have some hors d'oeuvres and everything. We're going to have a good time, and we're going to paint. And we're going to support another local business as well. So I love them. Hey, Jerry, how are you? I love Jerry. Jerry has this fantastic ministry where he is actually servicing God's people. And so you got to check him out. Go on his page, support him. I think he's in Denver, if I'm not mistaken. He has a fantastic ministry. He goes where the people are. He's feeding homeless, upwards to 3,000 to 5,000 homeless people, giving them communion. I mean, he is fantastic in what he's doing. So please connect with him. And just support him, even if you're not in that local area. Hey, words of encouragement are supportive too, okay? So we have to encourage each other in this walk. Okay, before my battery dies on my iPad, another thought is make certain that your goal is yours. A lot of times we base our goals on what other people think or what other people want, our family, friends, our children, our spouses. What are your goals for you? So make certain that these are to serve you, help you, uplift you, encourage you, push you. It's about you, okay? Oxygen mask on self. I keep saying that. It's a reason why, because when you start to go after goals for yourself, you're going to be fulfilled. But when you do it in a backwards kind of way, where it's really something that somebody else wanted you to do or thought it would be good for you to do, and you make it your goal, or you see somebody else doing something and you see that it's rewarding for them, so you think you're going to do it as well. Look, it's not going to be a win-win for you, okay? So you really have to make certain that you go after things that are for you. Look, you got to be organized, okay? So sit down, organize your thoughts. Make certain that you do a drop sheet. I have this sheet on my wall. I have the big white Post-its on my wall where I do a drop of all my thoughts. I do a dump. I get everything out of my head, and then I organize from there. So find a way that helps you organize your thoughts, organize what you desire, so that you can then now, process them and, you know, kind of discuss them with family or friends as far as, you know, what really actually, you know, are you really, you know, trying to go after. So that's another good tip. Visualize your results. Now, this is something I've been doing. I've been thinking about all of my goals. I've been dreaming, like daydreaming about trips, daydreaming about things. So it's getting me excited to know I'm daydreaming and seeing me emotionally healthy, excited, joyful, regardless of whatever is on the phone or whatever email that comes up. Like, and I'm joyful and I'm happy and I'm excited. I'm also finding songs and I'm singing songs that are keeping me excited and happy and everything. And so imagine yourself doing that thing, traveling, whatever that goal is. Imagine yourself, visualize yourself in doing it, because as excited as you are, when you see yourself in your daydreaming activities, it's gonna push you more and more to want that very thing that is your goal. So daydream, visualize those results. Also, another point is to constantly remind yourself why you set this goal. I remind myself of my emotional health by June. That's my goal. Is because 2017, 2016, 2018, I was not emotionally healthy, right? And I don't want to be like that no more, right? So I want to be emotionally healthy for 2019. Another thing is I'm 39 years old, so when I'm 49, 59, 69, 79, I want to be able to have this emotional, very clear cut, very stable feeling regardless of what goes on. And if I don't do it now, how am I going to be when I'm 50, 60, 70, 80 years old? And so I want to make certain that I have this health now so that I can see myself healthy in the future. And so that's why I constantly remind myself, why do I have these goals? It's because of what I want to see in my future and what I've gone through in my past that I don't want to happen again. Be consistent. You know, there's certain things that I'm consistent in. There's reminders that I have on my phone that allow me to continue to be consistent. I use my planner every day, which keeps me consistent on planning what my 3 big tasks in order for me to that I can complete today, that's going to inch me even closer to my goal. And so I schedule that thing out and I'm consistent with that. So it's about consistency about this game, okay? And now this is another thing. Don't stress when you don't do it. It's cool. So the other day I was telling my aunt it was something that I needed to get done for her. I had it on my list of tasks to get done that day. I didn't get done. I apologized to her. I was able to tell her with integrity, hey, you know what? I dropped this ball today. Had some other stuff on my table. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it done today. So that was the other day we had this discussion. So today I was able to get that task that I needed to get completed for her done today. You know, there were some other things that I needed to get done. I was telling my son, hey, you know what? I dropped the ball on these. I should have made these phone calls. These phone calls will be done by Tuesday. You know, it's cool. I'm not beating myself up. I'm keeping it moving. I'm not struggling about it. I'm not, hanging myself out to dry about it. It's what it is. I'm going to pick myself up with integrity and say we're going to keep it moving because I'm going to get this stuff done. Why? Because I see the end, the result at the end. I know what the end is going to have for me. And so that's what I'm visualizing, and I know it's going to be done. And so I'm not tripping on myself. Why? Because that's one of my emotional goals, that I'm not going to trip on myself, that I'm going to forgive myself, love myself regardless if I got the task done or not. Because I know for me, I'm a little OCD and I can be hard on myself, and I'm a perfectionist. I'm the only one that's perfect is Jesus, and I'm certainly not him. And so I have to forgive myself and allow myself to, to say, hey, you know what? This didn't turn out the way that I wanted, but it's cool. We're going to keep it moving. So just focus on how it's going to turn out and the quality that it works, and not about the quantity. It's going to be cool. Everything's going to be good. But guess what? When we keep ourselves motivated and executing our tasks so that we can see the goals, we all win. Look, I'm about to go ahead and get out of here. I just wanted to connect with you. Yet again, every Wednesday, 7 o'clock, this is what we do. I want to just feed you what I've been learning. And I want you to just be better, because I know when you're better, I'm better. That's one of my purpose. That's one of my goals, is that if I can push you to be better, that's going to make me feel good. It's going to make me better. Look, I want you guys to know I'm here every Wednesday. We got a couple of events that we're pushing right now. We have a bookkeeping and banks. We got Comerica Bank coming out to talk to us. And we also have Rachel Kennedy, who's a CPA. She's going to come out and talk to us about our bookkeeping. You know, it's tax season, so if you're in the Detroit metro area, connect with us. That's a free event. And again, for play, we painting, and we going to have us a little bit of food. So I want you to connect with us on that. It's $35. I want you to come out, have fun, relax, chill with me. Because we're doing some different things in 2019, and I want y'all to come on board with me as we take this ride together. Okay, so look, you can connect with me on all social media networks. DrNicoleSFarmer.com is my website. And I just want you to know, thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for connecting with me. And I love y'all. Thank you so much for supporting my companies. Not only do I have our private coaching, but you know, with Grand Innovation and Lifeline, we have classes. You can connect with the classes for $199, teach you about entrepreneurship, help you write your business plan, get the funding that's available out here. We're here for you. I got some new things coming up. I see somebody's talking about, thank you. We do have a pitch party. The pitch party is tomorrow. So look, call the office, 313-965-3155. If you have already got your stuff set up, yes, you can pitch. We have our pitch party. All the funders are going to be out. That's tomorrow evening. I think it's at 6 o'clock. So connect with the office so you can get your paperwork in so that we can get you set up for the pitch party, at least for this week, you know, for this week. But, you know, we always have pitch parties every quarter. We also connect you with funders if you have your business plan done every month. So look, hit me up, 313-965-3155. I'm here for you. I love you. I love you to life. I'm so excited that we're all connected, and I'm so glad that we are going to win in 2019. Okay, until next week, if you got any calls, if you got any concerns, questions, or anything, look, connect with me. You got my phone number. Email me, however which way. Hey, send a pigeon. I'll answer. It's cool. I got you, okay? That's my goal, is to make certain I got you in 2019. Until next time, peace.